John O'Sullivan, welcome to Interactive Selection. Tell us a little about your experience in the recruitment sector.
Hi David, thanks for inviting me, it's great to be here. I've been in recruitment a long time now, 25 years. I started with a company called Computer People many years ago. It was IT recruitment, market leader in IT recruitment in its time. When that company was sold to Adecco, myself and a colleague went and founded a company called Best International Group. Cut a very long story very short, that was a VC-backed organisation that we grew to 130 million turnover across the UK and Europe, and we sold that company to Spring Group back in 2003. Since then, I've followed, I guess, what you'd call a portfolio career, where I've been a non-exec director or a consultant or strategic advisor to a number of recruitment companies, and I also run a company called Elite Leaders, which we can talk about a little bit later.
Thank you. You must work with more recruitment companies than almost anyone. What do you think makes a good recruitment company?
That's a good question, and I do. I'm non-exec to about 10. Within the Elite programme there's about another 90, so got relatively good hands-on exposure to, at any given time, about 100 companies and reasonably intimate knowledge of those across a number of sectors. For me to sum up what makes one company or a group of companies more special than others, the key has got to be the quality of the people. People within the organisation and the way that they approach the market that they operate in. Obviously that needs to be allied with great processes and great structure and great systems, but the real key for me that makes somebody stand out above the crowd is the quality of its people.
We've all been affected by the global economic downturn. How has this impacted on the recruitment sector?
Well, it's had a huge impact, obviously. We're a service industry after all. Our clients have all recruited much less over the last year, 18 months. Anecdotally, our headcount within the sector has dropped by about 40%. So some would say the headcount in the industry generally has dropped by about 40,000 people. So as an industry, we've been really hit hard. Revenues have dropped. But if you look at the anatomy of any downturn, this, like the last two in the 80s and 90s, is starting hopefully to show some signs, early signs of recovery, whereby the temp market is starting to come back a little bit more. But I think it's been a tough recession, it's been a tough downturn. There's still some way to go, but the better companies, I think, have survived. Something like 40 to 45% of recruitment companies went out of business in the last major recession, and that hasn't been the case in this one. And that to me says there are a lot of better companies around who've managed themselves better in the downturn. But pretty tough, David, and catastrophic, and many people have lost their jobs.
Interesting. How do you see the future of specialist niche recruitment companies like Interactive Selection within the games market?
Well, I think it is the future. If we look now at the next few years and how the market might evolve, clearly we have the big super tanker companies who will become consolidators. I think the demand from clients in the game sector, like other specialist sectors, is going to focus on niche players and companies that really know their market, really know their candidates, and really know and understand their clients are those that will thrive. And for me, that's really the shape of the industry and the way that it will evolve over the next few years. So Interactive, who I know are a major niche leader in the game specialist field, are definitely poised for great success.
Thank you. You mentioned your company Elite Leaders. Please tell us about the Elite program for elite recruitment companies.
Well, I identified a slot in the marketplace, or a gap, whereby the managers and owners of recruitment companies didn't devote enough time and attention to themselves, their own development, their own training. And it's quite clear that companies that want to grow and are a little bit more ambitious and aspirational than the norm need great management. So we set the programme up to put together a series of sectors whereby we can help owners of companies grow and develop themselves and thereby manage their companies to the next level. It's been going a few years now, it's going very well.
That's good to hear. What do you think makes Interactive Selection as an elite member more successful than other recruiters in the marketplace?
Well, I think what sets elite members apart, and Interactive, I'm pleased to say, are one of them, is that that you do devote that time and attention to develop, obviously, yourself, David, and thereby to enable you and equip you to harness the growth that lies ahead. I think the very fact that you are a member of programmes like Elite, you're also very much involved in the RAC, means that you're setting the standard for your competitors. I think it's this sort of thing and this sort of involvement in these things that will set you apart over the next few years. There's definitely, as we come out of these challenging times, some real opportunities for companies like your own, and I think you'll capitalise on those.
John O'Sullivan, thank you very much.
You're welcome.